Hello, everybody. Mr. London is back. Still trying to find the idiots in the world. And let me tell you something. This whole thing, this whole thing with Caitlin Clark has really put my mind in a place, and it's really brought me to some revelations here. So, just bear with me. This is not going to be a very long video. It's nice to be back again. I know that it's been a while, and I pre-apologize. I'm outside because my kids are in the house going crazy. So it's really hard for me to make a video, but I really wanted to make this video. I was thinking about Caitlin Clark and the amount of just straight up racism that she's been experiencing from black people, and then it got my mind going into how, no one ever says anything about the racism of black people. Remember Stop Asian Hate? Yeah, when those videos came out, and all of those videos were black people beating up on Asians, beating the shit out of them, all of a sudden, the white liberal media stopped talking about it. And then it led me into this whole thing, going back to Caitlin Clark. Whenever you talk about her online, all these black people say you have to mention a black player. They don't say it outright, but that's what they mean. And then it got my mind going even more, and I started thinking about Larry Elder and how, the white liberal chick, very obviously so, her hair was like weird colors and shit, threw an egg at him a few years ago, and how no blacks or no one had anything to say about that. And then I thought even more, and I said to myself, all of those black so-called elites or so-called pro-black, blackity black people, no one ever calls them out on their racism. And also, no one ever gives sway to the fact that they, meaning the Chicago hood rat, meaning the Chicago crooked politician like Brandon Johnson, meaning the fucking black that buys into all that fucking shit that they never experienced, all the black that buys into slavery after all this time, I think that they might be the buck dancers that they hate so much, and here's why. Even that situation with Larry Elder, okay, that just proves one thing, that white folk, some anyway, prefer their blacks to behave a certain way. See, the white leftist, they don't like the well-spoken black person. They don't like the black man that stays at home with his family and keeps his family unit intact. They don't like that black man. The only type of black man that the white leftist likes is if you are a homosexual, or if you are some kind of hood rat, or a pro-black. Anything else, it's free reign. Trust me. I've even had white people call, that are leftists think it's okay to call me the N-word because they have some hood rat ass friend that gave them the pass. Did it break my heart? No, because I expect it. I expect that from leftists, to be inherently racist and not understand. And I'm not letting Republicans or conservatives off the hook. It's just that, that's just been the story for years. So I consider that stuff's a given. Everybody has always said that about them for years and years and years, and it probably is true. I'm neither. I'm just a black American paying attention. And what I've learned through living life is I really believe that the people that are what, the blacks that are what white leftists like, the needy, the oppressed, the stereotypical hood person, everybody that fits their stereotypes, those are the kind of blacks that they prefer. Which leads me to this conclusion. All you pro-blacks, all you want to be hood rats, all you want to be gangsters, all you sports pundits that are racist against Caitlin Clark are the real and true buck dancers. Leftist white people prefer you over somebody like Larry Elder, over somebody like Brandon Tatum, Anthony Brian Logan, or Candace Owens, Tim Scott, You are what they prefer, not the people that I just mentioned, which in turn makes you guys the real, undisputed buck dancers of the world, because you people play right into what they want. Even they don't consider an educated black moron or just a black man. You don't even have to be a scholar. All you have to do is disagree with democratic policy, and all of a sudden these people try to say you bug dancing, but really it's them. I mean, if you're a hardcore thug and you've killed a black person, I would say that you are more of a buck dancer than anybody else. If you are a black person that glorifies them and say, oh, the poverty causes it, you are a buck dancer. Well, what that information you said just needs to prove that black neighborhood just need more money. You are the buck dancer. If you support the evil black lesbians that are beating up on that girl, making all kind of excuses and shit, and even though we all know that that wasn't a basketball play, it wasn't two people going towards the hoop, and they pretend that they didn't see that old gollum-faced, big, ugly lesbian call that girl a white bitch before she knocked her to the floor. If you're pretending that that didn't happen, you are the buck dancer, because you people, and I said you people, are the ones that they actually prefer in society. Not people like me. You know, things got tough for me, you know, for a little bit there. Having a second child is just, raising kids isn't easy. But I'm hanging tough. I'm not going to be a statistic. I know that white liberals like the statistics and shit because they can feel better when they donate money to these bullshit causes and shit. It makes them feel good about themselves. If black people all of a sudden became family oriented and shit, and the population started to swell, who knows what these people would do. Truth of the matter is that you people, the pro-blacks, are the real buck dancers. And people like me, and I'm not trying to mention my name because I shouldn't even mention my name in the same breath as people like Larry Elder or anything like that, but I'm just saying that anybody that thinks outside the norm, anybody that has any individual thoughts of their own, you people say they're buck dancing. And then in the same breath says dumb stuff like, well, white people, they get to be individuals. Hey, nobody is keeping you from thinking differently except you and the white liberals that you're trying to impress. The ones who think for themselves and go against the grain, they're the real rebels. Because they're not saying the shit that white people expect. They're not fitting the stereotypes like you are. And the tragedy of the whole thing is that, this doesn't happen in other races. Trust me, I surf the net seeing if even Hispanics don't really do it. Black people are the only ones that get into this thing where if you don't basically listen to shit rap, follow the Democratic Party, allow yourself to be racist against Caitlin Clark and say racist things. If you believe that black people can't be racist because they have no power, blah, 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 full of shit, you are buck dancing. You are being exactly what they want you to be. And furthermore, it also is one reason why blacks always are at the bottom of the fucking totem pole, because when they divide you with that shit, when you divide yourselves with that being black this, being black that, you stop the exchange of ideas between us. That's on you. Because you don't hear black conservatives and black Republicans shun you people. You guys shun them. And then wonder why we can't get anywhere. But of course, all you people really want is a handout. That's what all these movements, Black Lives Matter and everything like that, Black Lives Matter, NAACP, their main body of work and their main goal is to beg white people for resources. That's it. That's it. It's a depressing thought. Oh, they also prefer, if you are a black gay man, the white liberals love you as well. Of course they love you. Right? Anyway, I'm, done, everybody. They're probably actually never going to let this video get played. Number one, it's too long, but and I didn't mean for it to go this long. I just wanted to say that black folks are the real, thugged out black folks anyway. Leftist liberal white folks are the real buck dancers. That's the whole point of the video. YouTube is even very selective in the blacks that it likes, which is why my last comeback video, they banned it. I mean, they didn't ban it, they took it down, saying that I said something about the election. Again, if you are a black person on YouTube and you are spewing hate, they don't, just go check out a Dr. Umar Johnson video. YouTube allows black people to spew hate. Nothing else. That's what they really like, is you spewing hate. But here's a solution. If you like my content in the past, and if you're a subscriber of mine, I am now available on Twitter at Clovis_Bray 1976. That's at CLOVIS_Bray BRAY 1976. I can also be found on Rumble at Clovis_Bray 1976. And on Instagram as Cliff London. It's good to be back. My next video will be shorter because I don't even like talking this long. But the reason why I did is because I haven't made a video in a minute and I had a lot to say. So that's it. If you like what you've heard, please comment, rate the video, share the video, subscribe, follow me on the other pages. I'm very appreciative of you guys sticking with me. Please follow me on the other platforms so we can make a real go of it. We need to fight harder and speak more. The United States of America is in a lot of trouble because of the overlords that run this thing that I'm on right now. That's one reason. They only like a certain type of person. But the planet is in trouble. I mean, not the, well, the planet is, but the United States of America is in trouble, and nobody is saying anything about it. Another thing I thought about is, a lot of those pro-blacks and everything, they were for Brandon. I live in Chicago. They were for Brandon Johnson, and you should have seen these people up there talking about, I voted for you, brother. I voted for you, brother. You letting it down. But see, I knew. Because he wasn't, he was pretty honest about what he's going to do. All them illegals came flooding over here. Sorry about that. They came flooding over here like you wouldn't believe. And he kicked out, they stopped athletic programs for black kids. They closed down black schools. The first place they put them people is in black neighborhoods. They didn't put them out in Winnetka. They didn't put them in, now they put them right there in your backyard. And they was all mad and shit too. But when he was running, and I said what he was going to do, oh, I was Uncle Tom and all this stuff, when I was right too. I was right about everything. He's done everything. He is a pudgy, hypocrite, fucking loser. That's who Brandon Johnson is, and he's the king of sellouts. And if you don't believe that about him, you're a sellout and buck dancer as well. Remember, everybody, I'm Cliff London. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. And that is true now more than any other time I've ever said it. Stay strong, everyone.